Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing my video review for the first episode of the 2014 relaunch of Dragon Ball Kai. This one will be of the first episode in the Buu overarching story. That would be of episode 99, Dragon Ball Kai. Gohan essentially goes to school. Okay, so the official name of the episode is actually 7 years since that event. Starting today, Gohan's a high schooler. It aired April 6, 2014, the first episode in the Buu Saga. So, this is the equivalent of, I want to say, Dragon Ball Z episode 200 of the original Japanese airing. The dub version was 185 because the dub actually... there was more episodes of the, or less episodes of the dub. There was things that was cut, so it was an earlier episode. Now, right off the bat, one thing I wanted to touch on is that, of course, we know with Dragon Ball Kai, they're removing a lot of the filler. Now, I had initially thought, because initially when I checked out Dragon Ball Z, I had watched the anime versus reading the manga way back when. And I always thought that the Great Saiyaman was filler. I always did. Come to find out now, it's not filler. It's actually not filler. It's supposed to be there. It's part of the original story, and it does a lot of things for the story. For example, you have Gohan's essentially his first meeting of Videl, who's going to end up being, something for him. So you kind of have to have that in there. You've got the tie-ins with the Hercule, right, Mr. Satan. So you kind of have to have that in there as well too, because he plays a part later on with Buu and everything, especially Fat Buu, where they develop some kind of friendship or something, right? so there are things about this that are important for the story. So this is where we start off. The Dragon Ball Z version of this, they actually started off in a different spot, and the actual filler was the part where you had Goku in Otherworld, so he was dead, of course, and he was fighting in their Otherworld tournament, essentially, their undead tournament, so to speak. And it kind of shows a lot of the training and a lot of things that he's been learning and he's been doing. And Pycon, if you guys remember Pycon as a character, totally filler, 100%, 100% filler. So that is actually what they remove versus the Great Saiyaman stuff. So that's kind of funny. In terms of what I remember from episode 200 of Dragon Ball Z, this one feels exactly the same to me. I didn't catch whether or not they had actually removed things from this episode. It looks the same to me. It looks pretty much exactly the same. You have Gohan essentially is starting high school. He becomes the Great Saiyaman because he wants to, on the way to his classes and stuff, or if he sees things going on in the city, he's gonna help people out. He's gonna do what he does and still also go to school and get good grades and everything of the sort. So. Of course, Bulma creates the Great Saiyaman disguise for him, a superhero costume with the watch that he can trigger it. So we see all of that. We see him meeting Videl, and essentially, just kind of getting into the mode of going to high school, which, fairly soon will basically be, useless once the world tournament starts and you have the beginning of the Buu Story and everything. That's all kind of go by the wayside aside from these new character ties that he gets as part of it. So in terms of the art and everything, in terms of the visuals, to me it looks the same. It looks the same as what Dragon Ball Z did. I couldn't really tell if they cleaned up any part of the episode or anything because the art even looked the same. Everything to me looked basically like a modern remastered version of the Dragon Ball Z episode. But it is kind of cool that for Kai they took out those, the other world fights with Goku and stuff and Pycon and all that, since I did actually enjoy seeing those, but they're not applicable really to the overall story, and they are filler for the anime. I don't believe they're originally in the manga, so that's kind of neat. In terms of score for this episode of Kai, I'm only going to give this one a 7 out of 10. It isn't much more, there isn't much more of a reason to watch it versus the original Dragon Ball Z. I'll put the link in the description if you guys want to watch it anyway. So you can check it out, and because there are some links streaming online. It's English subbed, of course, because the dub version won't be out for a long time if they even do it, which we'll have to see if it does end up getting done. I imagine it will sooner or later because they're going to want to sell their Blu-rays and DVDs and everything, and they got to dub it in order to break into the North American English speaking audience don't really like to buy subbed Blu-rays or DVDs, so you're going to want to have a dub version to sell that. I would think Funimation would be on that. So eventually I'm sure we will. So in terms of the episode, just to give some more thoughts on it, I mean, it's decent, I guess, to see where Gohan is at, to see what's going on with him, and just to kind of see that side of the Dragon Ball universe where he's just trying to live life as like a normal person, but he can't really because of his gifts that he has, because of his powers. He's going to end up sticking out like a sore thumb, even if they're playing baseball or something like that. All these things, he can't really hide who he is all that well. So, it's pretty cool. I'm more excited just to kind of see the overall Buu battles and everything that we're going to see later on in Kai. The intro for this is really cool. We got a new intro, and I really like... at the end of it, it's a similar type of a scene as you come down and you see Goku turn Super Saiyan, in the old intros and stuff in the middle of the group. In this one, they redid all the artwork and everything. It looks beautiful, the fight with Goku and Vegeta, Majin Vegeta. And also when he comes down in the middle of the group, just like he used to in the old intros, he goes Super Saiyan 3, or he's Super Saiyan 3 right in the middle of it. And it's just beautiful. Like the art is amazing. I almost wish they would just redo everything in new artwork, but I guess it'd be too much work to do it. So, that's fine. I mean, I'm happy if we can at least get this and get kind of a cleaned up, version of Dragon Ball Z. And if you guys are interested to hear me continue with my reviews, the next episode airs April 13th. So it's not too far off, and they're going to be doing one a week, that kind of thing, all the way through at least until June 22nd. We've got it mapped out right now. So let me know what you guys think about reviews for Dragon Ball Kai. I'd enjoy doing it because I don't have that much to do over the summer since The Walking Dead's not on. And let me know if you guys would enjoy seeing that. Love Dragon Ball Kai. Can't go wrong, even if it's Gohan as the Great Saiyaman. It's still not that bad. I still enjoy it a lot more than most other anime out there. So let me know what you guys think about Dragon Ball Kai and about the episode and seeing the Buu Saga. I'll call it here. That's it for this review, guys. I'll see you for the next one. This is Trev. As always, saying peace.